October 1st is here again, bringing back memories of Nigeria's journey towards sovereignty. So, let's mark the occasion celebrating our existence, unity, and independence in the last 63 years. Welcome to this special package brought to you by Rasda TV that focuses on Nigeria at 63, the journey so far, and her prospects for the future. On January 1st, 1914, Lord Frederick Lugard, the governor of both the Northern Nigerian Protectorate and the Colony and Protectorate of Southern Nigeria, signed a document consolidating the Northern and Southern Protectorates, thereby creating the Colony and Protectorate of Nigeria. 46 years later, on October 1st, 1960, Nigeria became an independent state. 63 years down the road, after 5 military coups d'etats, a civil war, and a return to democracy in 1999, Nigeria is basking in 24 years of uninterrupted civil governance. Come to think of it, it is not out of place to say Nigeria is God's own country. Wonder why? Mineral resources abound north, south, east, and west. You can't keep but counting. But then, the nation's teething problems remain. One can't help but ponder, is Nigeria worth celebrating at 63?
Anything to celebrate? Yes. Is there anything to celebrate? No. So what can we celebrate? The fact that we are still existing is worthy of celebration. Because some countries have gone through what we've gone through and they are no more. Czechoslovakia was peacefully distributed into two. Yugoslavia broke and fought wars into 5. Eritrea and Ethiopia. Sudan and Southern Sudan. But here we are. We had civil war. Well, see here. We had bandits. We are kidnappers. We have the Islamic State of West Africa province. We have the Boko Haram. Yet we are still existing. So we must first thank God and thank ourselves. We should salute ourselves. We should praise ourselves that we have an endurance capacity. And it's that endurance capacity that creates the problem that we have.
Words of Ambassador Dr. Yemi Farumbi. We should salute our endurance capacity. Despite the challenges being faced, we are still together. While we celebrate Nigeria's 63rd independence, the elephant in the room must be addressed, which is, what is wrong with Nigeria and why have we not been able to stand tall amongst nations of the world despite the abundance of resources?
Not that we've not made progress, but we have made progress that is inadequate given the resources that we have. We have 47% of the GDP of Black Africa. Yet we have the highest level of unemployment. Inflation rate, you cannot talk about it. Time there was, the Nigerian economy was growing at between 11 and 13% per year. Last year, we barely made 2%. Time there was, Nigeria was number 2 cocoa, number 3 palm oil, number 4 rubber, all over the world. We gave palm kernel fruit to Malaysia. They are number 1 producer today. We import from Malaysia today. That is because we have poor leadership. And why do we have poor leaders? Because we have poor followers. Because it's the poor followers that elect the poor leader.
An artist of great repute, Tunde Odunlade, with a very important food for thought. What is wrong with Nigeria that the effort of some creative people will not solve? This begs the question, Why then are the creatives not given the opportunity to solve these problems?
A Yoruba proverb says, "Tá bá fi ọmọ wé ọmọ, àádán kan pa." That is, if you compare a child with another child, perhaps that child A is doing very well, when child B is not performing up to standard, and then you try to compare the two of them next to each other, you will almost want to kill the one that is not doing well. Should we kill Nigeria, our country? Should we watch the foreigners kill our country for us? But the truth of the matter is, 1948 was when India got independence from the hand of the colonial masters that gave us independence in 1960. Today, look at India. Look at India today, only 12 years apart. But the gap between Nigeria and India in terms of development, human resources, and then all other resources that the country can boast of and say, here we are in the global polity. Nigeria to India is a far cry. Now, you then ask, why is that so? That Nigeria is 63 and yet Nigeria is not doing, it's not performing up to, optimum expectation. You don't have talents in it. You don't have people in it who can say, yes, we can carry this country to a level, to an enviable level.
This is a special Nigeria Independence package brought to you by Rasda TV. Nigeria cultural diversity makes the country unique. With over 525 languages spoken by a population of over 200 million people, with the Hausas, Yorubas, and Igbos, the major ethnic groups in Nigeria. Our diversity is our strength. But in recent times, there has been a lot of ethnic tensions and the cracks keep widening. How then can we as a people navigate through the storm, threatening to reap our sales apart and emerge a stronger and better nation?
We have so much strength in Nigeria. There are over 300 languages in Nigeria, and each language has its own peculiar culture. That is to say, have their own style of dressing, have their own type of cuisine, have their own type of festivity, have their own type of cultural richnesses. Each of those languages have it. Now, for some reason, we've been brought together to become one country, when in actual fact, there are many nations in between. In order to make the best out of a situation like that, what do? You make sure you identify each cultural entity and give them their freedom to blossom, to apogee. Not one culture is trampling on the other. Not one language saying that I'm more superior than you. Not one group of people saying that, no, it has to be us. We shouldn't have had any business for any state to say, born to rule. We should not have had that business. And I remember when that appellation was created, I think it was made popular when the road safety were giving each state, or they were asking each state to provide, to produce what the appellation of that state will be. Like Oyo, the pace setter. Lagos has its own, and then one state say, born to rule. Then everybody made noise here and there. No, how can anyone claim to say we are born to rule? And then they now change it to state of the caliphate. And we all know what that means. what the word caliphate, means. It means state of the rulers. I'm not saying that people are not free to have whatever it is they want to have in terms of what appellation they create. But if it goes beyond just mere appellation, that it's beginning to show, or has always been showing, in their ways and styles of life in the making of a one nation, supposedly, then we need to sit down and say, no, let us understand that everyone is for himself. God is for everyone.
In the course of this special Nigeria Independence package, we have been able to highlight some of our challenges and identify some of the problems holding us back from fulfilling our potential as the giants of Africa. Hence the question, what is the hope for the future? What must we do collectively to secure the future of Nigeria?
I don't think everything that is ours is wrong. We love democracy. We love presidential system. We love parliamentary system. But we were governing ourselves before the white came. When the white came to Alake's palace, they found that he had 12 chiefs who were equivalent of ministers. Each chief had a role to play. Why did we abandon that? Why was the Kabiyesi called Oloja? So pretending the commerce and the economy. What role do they play today? Why are they located in the center of the town? At least in Yoruba town. The palaces are in the center. And the streets, they are like a spoke away from the center of the river. Or what do we make of them today? But when we're in problem, we want to talk about population, or want to win next election, we look for the others. But there are things that are cautionary to us that can assist us in governance. So we have to rewrite our constitution. We distribute the powers so that the states and local governments have the predominant power and they have the predominant resources. When the white people were here, they realized that we needed a house of chiefs. Now we don't. We even put the chiefs under local government sharing. And the other. So there are things that are indigenous to us that we must integrate into a new constitution for us to move forward. But more importantly, there is a problem of ethics, values, integrity, honesty, dependability, reliability. We must restore this. Why can't people be trusted with people's money? It's not government money. Government has no money. It's people's money.
On the path to secure a great future for Nigeria, Ambassador Farumbi, like so many Nigerians, continue to clamor for restructuring and constitutional review. But above all this, it is important for us to join hands together, leaders and the led, to do better. We must be dependable, reliable, honest, inculcate nation-building values and ethics. We have only one country, and as the popular saying goes, united we stand and divided we fall. God bless Nigeria, and a very happy Independence Day to you.